So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is David Nyamto, and at the time of recording this video right now, I've managed tens of hundreds of sales teams and sales representatives, okay, with businesses that do anywhere from 6 to 7 figures per year and per month. And literally just in this quarter alone, I've been able to generate over 6 figures for not only my in-person clients, but also my online sales management clients in the online space, okay? With various offers in the info product space, the agency space, the health space, okay, the utility space, whatever you can name it, I've built sales teams around it. I've managed sales teams around it, okay? I've coached sales representatives and salespeople around it, and I've generated a whole load of money for clients in it, okay? So I know a decent amount of what I'm talking about. In this video today, I'm going to give you guys 3 simple tips that you can implement straight away. They're actionable on how you're going to multiply your sales within a matter of 10 minutes after watching this video. The tips that I give you in this video right now are completely actionable, and as long as you take action on them, as long as you implement them, or you speak to your team right now and you get the ball rolling as soon as you figure them out, okay, you will have no problem with closing more deals or booking more appointments for your online high ticket coaching or service-based business or whatever it is that you're selling right now. Tip number 1. Okay, so let's literally get straight into the meat and potatoes. Okay, so tip number 1, okay, your pre-call process. Okay, your pre-call process is your sales process. This is what leads go through while they're booking a meeting, or before they're about to jump on a sales call with you and your business, and hopefully before they're about to turn into a paying customer. Okay, I'm going to walk you through the pre-call process right now that I implement into all of my clients' online businesses, and how all of my clients are able to collect a shit ton of cash through one single or a series of steps before the call. Okay, number 1, we've got the confirmation. Okay, so as soon as a client books in a meeting, okay, whether it's through the DMs, you can either have your DM setter book them in manually with their email and send them confirmation to their email or to them on Instagram, but you've got the confirmation. Okay, as soon as that confirmation is done, a WhatsApp chat with either the business owner or the closer, okay, whether it's you right now, if you're the founder taking sales calls for your business, well, okay, you probably shouldn't be doing that anyway. You should probably have a team full of killer sales reps taking those for you. Okay, so I've got tons of videos online right now on how you can implement or how you can find closers. Please go find the closer to take those calls from you so you can automate your workload. Okay, but a WhatsApp chat should be made with the closer or the business partner. Okay, messaging them and warming the leads up, sending them as much key information as possible before the sales call. Okay, a closer should introduce himself. Okay, let them know how excited they are to speak to the business partner, or sorry, how excited they are to speak to the client. Okay, let them know, okay, the way the call is going to work. Give them a little rundown. Okay, you don't want to explain too much, but you just want to introduce yourself. Make it super personable. Literally, sending voice notes in this process works a dream. Okay, send them a literal voice note of, the closer or the other business partner being excited, walking them through saying, oh, okay, I've looked over your chats, or the business owner, whoever the DM setter has filled me in, and I'm so stoked to have this conversation. Then, as soon as the call's booked, because ideally you don't want to be booking calls that are longer than 2 to 3 days. Okay, otherwise the no-show rate increases crazy. Like the chance of the calls showing up, okay, the longer the space between the booking and the call is insane. Okay, so the calls need to be ideally booked within 2 to 3 days from the actual time that you had the conversation. Okay, but about 24 hours before, you want to send them a sales asset, or depending on what you're offering, you want to send them like a student interview. So if you're a coach, you should have some student interviews. You should have a case study video, or a video where you're breaking down success you've seen with your clients, or even better, if you could have a video of a client literally going through with you on a YouTube video what you did to boost their business. You want to send them a sales asset or a student interview. Okay, and then you also will just want to send another voice note, hyping them up, letting them know how much source will be shared, and then a little extra tip, right? 12 hours before the call, what you want to do is you want to send them a text asking them what specific topic do they want to discuss on the call. Okay, if you send them this, and if you ask them specifically, give me one thing that you want us to take a deep dive in on this call that we're about to have. Okay, not only does it show that you've been attentive and that you're actually listening to them and what it is that the client is looking for, okay, but it also makes them feel like, all right, cool, this is actually a call with someone who cares about me, who cares about my business growth, and is actually serious about making sure that I win. Okay, so asking them a question on what you want them to cover, not only does it do those two things, but it also shows you what they're struggling with and what exactly you need to be able to sell them to. They're literally giving you the ammo on what it is that in the business they're looking for more clarity, more assurance on, and it literally gives you ammo on how you're going to be able to sell them the best. Okay, so you want to ask them if there's any questions. Okay, then you want to send another 12-hour reminder. You want to send a 1-hour text before the call. And then finally, 10 minutes before the call, you, the closer or the business partner, whoever's taking the call, you just want to send them a text or an image of you in the Zoom lobby waiting, saying, can't wait to speak to you. Maybe, flex up a little bit. Can't wait to speak to you in 10 minutes. It's going to be a sick call. 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you, because they see the amount of work you've put in, they will show up and they will be so much more nurtured and ready to give you cash on the call because they're seeing how much work you've put into it. The second step on how you can drastically multiply your sales from watching this video is implementing a 2-call close. One of my clients that I've been working with since the beginning of January, okay, at the first, a month and a half of January, we were struggling to close deals as effectively or as well as we should have been, okay, because we weren't being able to build as much trust as we could with the leads that we were speaking to or with the clients, okay. But as soon as we implemented a 2-call close, okay, the close rate and the success rate with the deals that we were signing increased rapidly. Okay, a load of the people in this high ticket space right now push the idea of just 1-call close, just force them to buy. Okay, but the problem with 1-call closes is depending on the type of client you are and depending on how much, I guess, social proof you have, 9 times out of 10 people are not going to have the trust or have as much confidence or the belief to want to give you cash on that call straight away. They need to be nurtured. Okay, so the 2-call close is the number one way on how you're going to be able to nurture these leads effectively to actually build that trust. Okay, and it looks like this. The first call needs to look as sort of a discovery / tie down phase. Okay, the main purpose of this call is to discover about their situation, why they've got on this call, all that usual jazz that I've covered in hundreds of my videos on how you can discover correctly, and then also tie down exactly what it is that they need help with, what it is that they've jumped on this call with, and what it is in their business that they're not happy with or that they know is holding them back from reaching that next level, and that you need to help them bridge the gap over in order to get to that desired state. Okay, you want to ask them questions like, talk to me about what the reason you are here or what the reason you feel like you aren't achieving as much success as you want to in your business or whatever it is you're selling. All this call needs to be is tie downs, okay, and collecting as much ammo as you can possibly on the client. Okay, and after this is done, it should only take about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, after this is done, it needs to funnel straight to an actual closing call. Okay, now both of these calls are done on Zoom, but the way it works is after the first discovery call, you want to frame it as, all right, cool, listen, bro, okay, I've had so much fun talking to you, figuring out about your business, and you actually want to use the call to actually build relationship with them. Okay, make them like you and make them want to get on another call with you, not through being salesy, but by actually showing that you care about their business. And then you want to frame that next to as an implementation call. Okay, you want to frame it as, all right, cool, listen, I'm about to leave this call right now. I'm about to go speak to my ops managers. I'm about to go and speak to my, all of the representatives in my business. And we're going to create a literal one-to-one game plan on how on how everything that you've said to me on this call right now, on how we're going to A to Z, step by step, solve each of these issues and get you to the end goal. Okay. That is what we're going to use the implementation call, okay? And this is not only going to show them that, okay, these guys are actually listening, okay? Because if you come to this closing call right now and you've taken into account everything they've said in that initial discovery and tie down call, all of the problems that they said they had, and that, you come with a specific way on how you're going to solve each and every one of those and how you've done it for other clients, it's going to show that, okay, these guys weren't just worried about taking my money. These guys were worried about, okay, yes, they wanted to take my money, but they also wanted to actually help me because they could see that if they can help me, I can help them with the money I'm about to give them, okay? So if you play this right, okay, if you discover correctly and if you tie down, all right, cool. If we're able to find a solution, if we're able to get XYZ, if we're able to figure out a way to solve all of these things, okay, would it be a no-brainer for you to move forward with a solution like that? Would it be a no-brainer for you to be able to move forward to get access to that end goal that you're aiming for? As soon as you get all of these tie downs, that closing call becomes a piece of cake. Okay, because that closing call is literally right, cool. Recap. Okay, what you're struggling with, what you struggled with. More tie downs, okay, because people want to see them as consistent as possible. More tie downs, okay. The solution, close. Because they should have had time as well after that first call. They built the relationship with you. They feel like they know you now after speaking to you. And now it's just as simple as, all right, cool, solution, what you're struggling with. Does this make sense? Can you see this helping you? All right, cool. Is there any questions you've got? All right, cool. If we're able to implement this for you right now, is there anything stopping you from moving forward? No? All right, cool, perfect. Collect the cash. Okay, equals new client. Okay. Implement 2 call closes. First for discovery, building relationship. Second for literally just collecting the cash, closing, recapping, okay, tying them down on, what they feel like they need and how you're going to help them. Okay, that closing calls and actually collecting cash on the call will be a piece of cake. Finally, for step number 3, we literally just have sales assets, okay? Sales assets are what shows clients or what shows people that you're looking to work with that you know your stuff. This video that I'm recording to you right now is a sales asset. It's a sales asset because the actual action takers, the actual business owners that are looking to improve their sales, they're going to go away from this video right now with a whole load of knowledge of the things that I've just given them, and they're going to implement it straight away. They're going to be like, oh, wow, this actually works. Imagine the type of success we'll be able to see with this guy driving our sales in our business with us straight away. Okay. Sales assets give your ideal prospects, or they give your clients the clarity and the belief that, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. This guy's done his stuff. This guy's got a proven track record, and this guy's got actual genuine value to give. Okay. And then people are more than happy to actually pay for the implementation once you can demonstrate that value first. Okay. Literally, sales and just business in general is all reciprocity. Okay, if you can reciprocate something to them, if you can reciprocate value to someone else, they're going to feel more inclined to reciprocate more value to you back by wanting to do business with you. Sales assets come in forms of YouTube videos. Okay, Google Docs is giving away free value that you give to your clients. Okay, dumbing it down a little bit, they're giving away free value. Okay, I've literally got a free sales team management guide right now that shows from everything from hiring to managing to ramping up sales reps. If you want, I'll literally send it over to you right now. It's a sales asset right there, and it's going to show you that I'm fully confident in what I can do and I'm fully competent. Okay, but sales assets come in tons of different variations. It can literally be a free trial. It can be a free challenge. Okay, it can literally be a free audit call that you audit people's businesses and whatever it is that you help them, and you show them the value, you give them a full game plan, and once that game plan works, they're more inclined to want to do business with you. I literally had a coaching student who came to me for one one-to-one coaching call, and now this guy has literally been blowing down my phone to want to work with me as a client. I'm not taking on any more one-to-one clients. Like I said, my main focus is always going to be the B2B side of the business and everything that I'm doing with door-to-door sales. But through giving him that free piece of value, through giving him that value, showing him, giving him a direct plan, okay, he went away, he saw results with that. He was like, bro, I need to work with you one-to-one because I know I'll smash it. And now look, I've literally got people DMing me, yo, let's do business. I've got a waiting list of people who want coaching from me sales-wise, and it's literally just as simple as giving away sales assets, giving away free value, and people are going to be more compelled to want to do business with you. Okay, it's as simple as that, guys. Okay, pre-call process, 2 call close, sales assets. Implement these 3 things moving forward, and I promise you, you will be able to multiply your sales because it's what all of my clients have been able to do, and they've been able to see some killer flipping results. Okay, any questions, you know where to find me. DM me on Instagram. Okay, follow me on LinkedIn, follow me on Twitter, wherever it is. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.